If you were writing an autobiography, what would your opening sentence be? I am not a reliable narrator of my own life. When I was born, I briefly held the record for being the youngest person alive. It was all downhill from there. My birth was announced with notices in 2 English local newspapers. It was the Bicester Times. It was the Worcester Times. Looking back, I realized that I brought it all upon myself. Neither of my parents showed up for my own birth. Most of what I remember didn't happen, and most of what I don't remember did. Do not under any circumstances attempt to replicate or reenact any experiences in this book. I was a baby when I was born. You made a mistake buying this book. Edit. I know it's supposed to be the first sentence. But since you guys really liked it, I'll extend it a bit. Seriously. You could have spent your money on anything else. Yet you spent it on this. There is nothing interesting about my life. But oh well. There are no refunds. So you might as well just read it. This might be a fan favorite. Or that one book you read a couple of pages of. Then put in the drawer where it lies for the rest of eternity. But I got my money anyways, so I don't care. Good luck with the rest of your life. And good luck on maybe reading this book. This is a story of a man who started at the bottom and with a lot of hard work stayed at the bottom and then finally ended up at the bottom. It all started when I was the real trouble began a long time ago. When I once upon a my first memory. My earliest memory is was of. My earliest memory was is of my back in the day. We used to fuck it. In the beginning, Anonymous was created. This had made many people very angry and has been widely regarded as a bad move. So I was chilling out in this super comfortable uterus when suddenly, just because my parents wanted to fuck back in 1964, I'm stuck here cleaning up everyone's fuck-ups. Despite what Forrest Gump said, life is not, in fact, like a box of chocolates. Edit to add the second sentence. It is more like a box on Minesweeper. You pick a blue tile and you never know if you're safe. Or your fucking brains are gonna be blown out. It was the worst of times. It was the worst of times. This book may seem like a work of fiction, a horror story, a Shakespearean tragedy, a heartwarming tale of hope, but I assure you, everything within the confines of these pages actually happened. The good and the bad. The knife came hurtingly towards me seemingly out of nowhere. I am not the type of person who writes autobiographies. And if you're interesting, you likely don't read many. I will endeavor to make this entertaining for both of us. I've written hundreds of stories before this. Each one a fictional escape where the main character is as different from me as I can possibly make them. This one's different, I guess. The depression was crippling, as was the cringe. With a blank page before me, I could write my story as a comedy, a tragedy, or a somber warning. I could paint myself a hero, a villain, or a victim. I could say that I was the driving force of my destiny or merely a vessel of fate. It wasn't always this bad. You're probably wondering how I got myself to this point. Record scratching noises. Rewind. Wait. I think that only works in the movies. Oh well. Let's start over. You might as well turn the page. This is about to get awkward. He was born in a rural log cabin that he built with his own bare hands. Sometimes, Good things happen to bad people. So I'm sitting there, barbecue sauce on my titties. My eyes opened immediately, trying to adjust to the pitch-black coldness. I groggily weighed up the decision as I did each night. Shall I just lift the carpet tiles and pee on the floor? Or should I run the gauntlet of the dark hallway and stairs? I closed my eyes, said, "Fuck," and waited to die. When I next opened my eyes, I was a different person. That's when my life really began. Mistakes were made. I was born a poor black child. The jerk. Despite all odds, he persisted. 'Twas a dark and stormy night. This is my opening sentence. On the day I was born, all the nurses gathered round. It all started with a lot of screaming, blood, and violence. I was the only black man at the party. Not all of life's lessons are learned easily. Well, shit. So there I was, no keys, no phone, poop everywhere. Looking back, I'm amazed that I somehow emerged somehow sane and kind. In the beginning, I was born. This has made a lot of people very angry and being widely regarded as a bad move. All characters here are fictional, take everything with a grain of salt. I was scanning Reddit wondering if I should write my autobiography and